I come, my friends, back again. It is not that it is earlier, there is an echo in the room as of now. But the energies have just come upon me and passed and said, you must send a message. For more than one reason that I have to send this message, for which I have nothing to say, that I just saw a video of what was going on with Ron Paul and his campaign. And I knew I must, where my heart lie. It says from upstairs, it says, let them know how you feel as MrTacpans in this situation, and I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. The signal cometh upon us again. There is a sign that was written and I was read, and I'm going to disappear from the screen for a minute to read this to you. In Time magazine on the day I was born, it was volume 82, 4 weeks of 7, which is 28. 2 and 8 is 16. 16 and 10 is 26. 2 for Venus, 6 for Saturn. The total is 8, as man we are is the 6 of the 8. 3 parts of 4, because you cannot be nothing when you are something. But when you are nothing somewhere else, you are still something holding on to the nothing, of which is the gem, the pearl of the two minds connected to the matrix. So one is up and one is asleep. So when you think you are dreaming, do not forget, the other side of you must teach. It has no choice. It is in the program of sleep. This Time magazine, in the U.S. edition, October 4th, 1963, volume, which means the flight of an airline, VOL, which means vol, in a language, I guess we can call it down to Deuteronomy, out to Detroit if I really want to say it, but it says life of Omega, life. It repeats it. It's saying vol, but in Hebrew, you would actually see it as vav. Volume 82, 8 and 2 would be letter T and H, 20th letter in its own domain, and H as the 8th, time, heaven. Of what number? N. The letter is N, is an NO number. It begins as the 14th letter. It has the O next to it. The O is the 15th letter. It would say 1415, the first 4 parts of pi. Then a 2 dots next to it. Automatically, when the 2 dots are there, it automatically surpasses omega, omega. It is a little dot. The little dot goes inside the bigger omega dot, which looks like the egg, and that's what brings it to life. It says number 14. 14 is 1 and 4, which means AD, the time of the magazine. And now I just went to see Now Time on Time magazine. If you subscribe to Time magazine, they are going to give you up to 88% off. Everybody knows this is the world of the surrounding 8s. They go on every single angle because you do not see the 8s touch, because you are the 8 in between the other 8s. That's why you don't see the other sides. If they would put the other sides in, you would see. In every game that has a corner, you have 4 corners. That is automatically the 8s. So the volume number in Time magazine, and thus and therefore, it says Time magazine. I didn't make this aware to the public. This has been here for a long time. Abbreviations: T for transmission, M for the love of the omega, 4, 5, and 6. You see, in Rubik's Cube, We have this over here. In Rubik's Cube, it's 4, 5, and 6. This is one egg. This is one eye. Okay, but in man's life, we need help from up here and help from down here. And then there's the in-between world of this life and the connecting life of the minds. The pearl, the gem behind the neck, the scallop, the shrimps, they connect there. The lobsters, well, they're the hold and pinch the electrical lines. It's a big fish. We live in a fish tank. We don't swim, we are walking fish. We walk as we cut through the air as a fish swims through the water. Oh, oh, oh my God, that's insane. Oh, it's been around all morning, off and on. I don't know what it is. Does somebody, you know, I can say that because it's talking like Rubik's Cube. This is my row over here. So for whatever I want to do, I have so much time to finish this row. And if I want to extend this letter all the way to the end, I do. If not, I go right to here and I drop down this black line and I go here and they'll go here and the word is finished right away. And everybody's in a rush. And the world we should be living in is right here. We live in a world, it's a fish tank, but because we live above the water, they add on 9 for standing above the land. We are a bump above the land. The land or the lamb. I'm not sure if I can actually show you how these numbers work, but if you want to see that A in its own zone goes B and C, but we are looking for the first and the last, bring us to 4. Of where the first and the last brings us to 7. 7 and 4 is the number of time. It is the number of Christ, Jesus, and time. I will show you on a paper how we add it up very simply so that you can see what I am talking about. And it is not that it may be and it could be a coincidence. It is what it is. I won't stop or change your mind or change your mind one bit. This world is all up to each individual and how we want to partake within with every what we want to believe. We will believe it within our own realm. Here it is. I will show you. J10, E5, S19, U21, S19 totals of 74. The 7 is the first in its own position. The 7 is the one who is the boss of 8 and 9. They are the 2 before it. The only thing that is before G in its own realm is an omega egg and says go, because there's nothing before G in its own row unless you go around to I again. But that would be going 1, 2, 3, 4, boom! Because you're back at you. You snuck up behind yourself. On a triangle, there's only 3 falls. But when you fall, you move 3.25 degrees in position. Because the angle of the triangle here, on this angle, when it's drawn, it takes up 0.25 degrees more. So you have made it 1 fall here, 2 falls here, and the 3rd fall, you pick yourself up and you run past 3.25 degrees, and you only had 3. Boom, the hand is quicker than the eye. Is the angle the deficit? So anyways, I'm a little upside down right now. Oh, this is, wait a second, this is crazy. Spock! Spock! Oh, this is so funny. Are they really coming? Wow, it went away. Wait a second. Why are we coming back? It's coming back. It's coming back. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. They may come back again. They're known to fog natural connection. Stop. 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 It's like a dream. It's like a dream. I've been in this dream. I'm coming out of a dream. Level 7, level 4. So anyways, we're going to go back over here where Jesus has a 74 count and the cross has a 74 count. The Christ has a 77 count. But if I mark the word 1, okay, and the 43 Baltic in Monopoly, okay, it also equals to 77. Whatever you want to do, our life, it's insane. From the first time you started dialing the phone, from the first time you put your hand on a calculator, from the first time you type something on your computer, you began to know. From the first time you played Monopoly to the first time of everything you've done in your life, you have put together already everything I know. You can do everything and anything I do, but you can do it better. Should I stand up and be like a man? Yeah. Who's around here? Any chicks around here? Oh, nice chicks. 21 days for the chicks to hatch, you know. Better be a sweet 16. Sure will. The one spirit of the 6 islands of God. Here they go, the 6 islands of God. Turn them on an angle. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. The 6 islands of God. We should turn them on an angle. Oh, there we go. They're sliding in. Up, up, whoa! Freedom 55. Freedom 55. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. Oh my God. Where are they? Look. Look. 2 ends open. What if you turn it up like this? Oh, look who came up first. Number 6. Did you see number 6? Hey, number 6. Who are you in there with? Now, I'm not really, I don't know who he's in there with. We're going to see who 6 is in there with. Oh no, Venus and Saturn, they got together. Venus and Saturn got together. What if I turn the pack upside down? What would it do for me? What would happen if Venus and Saturn, now you're really thinking I'm changing the dice, so I won't do that anymore if that's what you're thinking. But Venus and Saturn got together. So is man the space in between? Because in between 2 and 6 is 3.5. That means Jupiter and Earth. It means a completely separate planet, completing the J. If the Spanish are always putting J in front of A for Ja, then definitely there's a chance that we are not on any other planet, but a planet in between the planets right now, floating around. In fact, we're all looking out for Nibiru, and it just so happens we may be in Nibiru. So we might just be in that dwarf star. We might just be in one of those. How high is the ceiling of the sky? And on what angle do we get our best results when we see out to the stars? And from what sides of the worlds? Maybe it doesn't fit into Rubik's Cube. Maybe we're on the wrong floor. But they may say, and it's like in parts of the Bible, it says we live on the roof, like Fiddler on the Roof. Well, then we'd be seeing the real world. We'd be seeing the real world, sure, of the bubble around us. You only can see as far as the eye can see, so why should the ceiling be any higher, right? As high as any man can jump and fly. So these are the numbers of Christ. They just are what they are. Whatever number you want, the 1, 4, and 7, the three top numbers, I show you time and time again that 1 and 7 is 4, okay? And 4, right, is a jack. And jack is number 10. So it comes out to be 1047 would be the number. 1047. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you was this. 20 plus 9 plus 13 plus 5 equals 18, 27. Here, you want to know if Christ has anything to do with it? First of all, forget about that. Okay, now I'm going to show you. Okay. Time, 20 for the T, 9 for the I, 13 for the M, 5 for the E, 47, Jesus Christ. Here we got Jesus, here we got the cross. Christ is 77, right? Now, because Christ is 77, the ST have a value in their own. It's 39 when they go together. It means a perfect 10. So I must remove 39 from this. If I remove 39 from this, I get 28 and 39. And what this means is 2 to 8 is the 10 worlds, and 3 to 9 is another 10, is the one spirit of the 8 world, because the 3 starts first, 3, 6, 9. Here it's 2, 5, 8. So this is 28, which is time heaven, and this is time heaven of ST. First, last, best, all the things that are concrete that make you stop at a stop sign and make you go. You know what I'm saying? Like from start to go to finish to stop to go, and it's just around and around, and it's not really around and around, because you don't dig a hole in the ground every day you get up, you know what I'm saying? You jump out of bed, in fact, so you're going over the groundhog instead of under the groundhog to get out from beneath your hole. You know, most animals run into a hole and down in a cave. Man climbs up 3 stairs or go down 3 stairs, and he goes into a cave, dug enough, dug down, dug up, just so he can put his head underneath it. All the other animals run in. What do the monkeys do? You know what I'm saying? All these things. And anyway, so it's 39. But if I added 39, okay, to Jesus, just the 39 onto this, okay, it would make 113, which would be a total of 1 and 1 and 3. And 1 and 1 and 3 is actually ABC, because when you're 1 away, you can become what the other one is. But this 3 is 2 away from this one. But this one, okay, cannot change to what this one is, because it's already changed from this one. So now it's 2 away. So 3 has to end up to be 3. So it's 1, 1, 3. Do you understand what I said? 1 is 1 here. Just below it is a 4. Beside is a 2. But when 1, okay, goes down here to where the 4 is, okay, it is lost. And the reason it is lost is because, just like I showed you, the 4 is a 7 is a 1. And anyways, so that comes. The other thing about the Christ is, because if it finishes in an ST, shouldn't it be Saint Christ? So add on 39. To add on 39, you had 116. Now, if I'm not incorrect, the initials for the days of the week are a total count of 116, or is that for the months, or or is that from the year, the months, the weeks? I'm not sure which one it is, but I know one of them equals 116, and 116 is the same thing. But now, okay, we're in the second level, one level, two levels. So one for the first level, one for the second level, and we're back into ABC, which would be spot number 3, but this time in the second level, spot number 3, instead of being a 3, it's now doubled, it's a 6. So now you would end up with 116 or 911. Why 911? The 9 months of birth, and the 2 for this world, the second world, would be the 11. You automatically become the 9 birth of the 11 of who you are, of 6 man of the 5 connection to the Jupiter planet of this solar system. And there's something coming from the outsides, and I don't know what it is or where it is or what's going to happen, but I do know in this world that after I saw what happened with Ron Paul, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked, and now I don't see any good things happening. I see codes being passed right now. There's something definitely up somebody's sleeve. And tomorrow is the day of the egg. The day of the egg. Why? Because tomorrow will be the day, if I remember, 21 days since the eclipse, if I remember correctly. And is that the 11th or the 12th that's going to happen? And what happens is when a pregnancy comes, an action happens here on Earth. And the next pregnancy is 45 to 48 days after that. The end of July is when the cat and the dog come out and create something, because that's their birth cycle. And then in September, 114 days after the first part of the eclipse, okay, again, there's going to be a birth, but this birth is going to happen in 2 places. It's going to be very bad, this one. I don't know bad about what. Bad, oh my God, I can't believe this really happened so great. Or just bad because it happens to be the birth cycle of the pig. And the pig is the one that has the 2 sides. It's feeding on both sides, balancing off the world we live in. So, you know, when you have that birth cycle, and then you get to the 11th month birth cycle and the horse, and they taper off. And the minute there's another eclipse of some sort, okay, whatever was supposed to happen will still happen, but in a different mannerism, because a new eclipse has passed on a new message. So it changes. It changes its own course over time. It's in the matrix. Don't know how it works. I know if I sat down with a whole lot of people, we can make up a whole lot of stories. Stories are just good enough. You know what I'm saying? Good, wholesome stories of what possibilities could be. Raphael 7286.